Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
I want to share a conversation that changed my heart forever.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
People who say, I'm fine, but quietly weep behind the locked door. We are here for explaining about On the Path of Bliss. Today's episode is Forgotten Freedom. They sold us a dream, just do it. No question, no prayer, no purpose, just doing. And so we did many lifetimes. We ran until our souls were gasping for air. We chased mirage across a desert of endless choice. We dressed our wounds in the bandages of designer ambition. All while our spirits wore rags, ate scraps of street food distractions, and slept in the cold isolation of 24/7 news media, hoping for good news. Thus, the keys to the entire world, unprecedented freedom, unlimited options, yet we become the most anxious, lonely, and purpose-starved generation in history. And the relentless hunt, it never stopped scrolling. We have everything to live, nothing to live for, unlimited choice, zero inner peace. This is the forgotten freedom of a still heart and known purpose. I want to share a conversation that changed my heart forever. A young woman named Sarah, Sarah once told me that when I had a boyfriend, my mom said, just take the pill, be safe. No one asked how I felt. My mom remarried when I was 8. My stepdad was polite, but I felt like a visitor in my own home. I grew up thinking love was something you tried and off like a profile picture, discarded when it didn't fit. No one told me my soul would remember, even if my body moved on, even if I smiled for the world. I just wanted someone to tell me what I'm truly worth. Sarah's pain. The Sarah's pain is not rare. Millions are silently carrying that same question. People who say, I'm fine, but quietly weep behind the locked door. People scrolling through perfect photos while their hearts whisper, this is not what I was made for. We are living in a time, a great forgetting. We hand over our children a smartphone before we hand them the values. We offer our daughters pills, but not the meaning of purity. We give our sons devices, but not discipline. We teach them how to switch partners, but not how to cherish permanence. A few years ago, the top private school in Geelong, I don't want to mention the name, it is in Victoria in Australia. sent to students in a school trip to New Zealand. CCTV caught them shoplifting, not out of need, but of fun, because the foundation was missing. This is where the just do it path ends. At another elite school, phones were banned because of the after sexual content surfaced on campus by social media. Hundreds were embarrassed. Is this what we call modern freedom? Even Buckingham Palace, you may know the name, the mansion, big, large enough to 100 people can live very comfortably. One woman, Princess Diana, she has to leave because it lacked something vital, respect, security, soulful connection. That's what we are really looking for, a simple, honest life. Enough income to live with dignity, a place to live, feel safe and seen, the freedom to be self-sufficient, to repair our own belongings, to know where our food comes from, or to run a small business without being crushed by the large corporation and complex regulations. Krishna consciousness is not a ritual, it's a system, a path, a formula. Srila Prabhupada gave us the mantra, very simple mantra. What he gave, what he given to us? Simple living and high thinking. And thousands are proving, and it works today. In my previous videos, all I tried to explain, Sambandha Jnana, our eternal relationship with Krishna. Every living entity has soul. An intelligent person will not deny this point. We knew it. It's starving for real life, not fake scrolling or Harry Potter's magic stick. You are real. Your soul is also real. It asking questions. How should I live? This brings us to the sacred bridge. It's called Abhidheya. The Vedic path is made of 3 divine steps. Sambandha, knowing your true relations with Krishna. Abhidheya, living according to the truth. Prayojana, it's reaching the ultimate goal, pure love of God. Abhidheya is the bridge where knowledge becomes action, where devotion becomes lifestyle. It doesn't mean escaping the world. I'm not an ostrich. It means living in the world while staying connected to your soul. Ask yourself, do I wake with gratitude? Do I speak with integrity? Do I treat my mind like a temple or a dumping ground? That is Abhidheya. A receptionist named Tanya recently called me. Your videos don't sell anything. They talk about the things we try to avoid. I said to her, keep watching. You will find your direction. We are being sold freedom, but freedom without foundation is a golden cage. It looks nice, but it feels hollow. We encrypt our password, but leave our purity undefended. What is purity? Is it just a rule for the religious people, or is it, like Sarah's mom said, freedom with a peel and confidence that her daughter will be safe? Some companies even manufacture fake hymens to fool the system. But real purity is not in the body, it is in the soul. Purity is the original fragrance of your being, not control, but commemoration. The part of you that existed before your first heartbreak, before your first compromise, before the endless scroll and sweep. We have raised a generation overfed with content but starving for connection. We gave them every freedom except the freedom to be sacred, to be soul, but there is a way back, and it's called a Abhidheya. But there is a way back, and this is called Abhidheya. I have seen this not just in temples, but in the prison also. Sometime I visit prison house also, and not only the ones built by the bricks and the bars, but one made of illusion, ego, and the pain. We are all animates in one way or another, held captive by Maya's spell. She paints the wall. I have met souls who broke through men with the violent past and the empty eyes until devotees placed the Bhagavad Gita as it is in their hands. They begin to chanting, meditating, waking up at 4 a.m., not for present roll call, but to meet Krishna in the quiet hour of grace. Their bodies were locked up, but their souls were free. One man told me, I have lived outside for years, but never knew this secret. Now I am behind the walls and finally feel alive, because freedom is not the absence of wall. It is the presence of Krishna. The Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, what he says, Janma karma chame divyam yevam yovetti tattvatva tvakta deham punarjanma naiti mameti saurjuna. One who understands the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not upon leaving the body takes birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. If they can rise, why not you? This path requires walking through fire, but not the kind that burns skin, the kind that burns the ego, that kind that burns the embarrassment, the kind that burns the guilt, the kind that burns the illusion. Do you know how gold is purified? You may know this. 800 degrees Celsius. Only they do the impurities melt. And the true sign is revealed. Science is catching up. Harvard research confirms that spiritual practice and meditation reshape the brain. 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna said, by remembering me, remembering whom? Krishna, you lose taste for what doesn't serve your soul. My spiritual master once told me, in a paddy field, weeds and the rice grow together. Without expert training, you won't know which is which. We are born in a world of mixed consciousness, but through Abhidheya, we are trained to see clearly again. Now let's look at the 6 inner enemies that block our connection. First is Kama. What is that? Kama, Krodha, this is all 6 items coming. Kama means lust, the hunger for fleeting pleasure, a desire that promises paradise but leaves us emptier than before. It begins with a glance and ends in regret. We scroll endlessly, craving a connection, but find out dopamine dust. Nothing there. Krodha, the anger, the fire that burns one who carries it. What is the Krodha? Means anger. You are cut off in a traffic. Words erupt like a lava, and your whole day burns. Anger pretends to be strength, but it weakens our very foundation. The lova, greed, a thirst that can't be quenched. You already have enough. Already have enough, but the world whispers, you need just one more. So you chase, you hoard, not from necessity, but from addiction to having it. Moha, illusion, a blindness of the inner eye. We obsess over celebrity likes, images, and forget the divine masterpiece within. Maya dressed up. So Maya dresses up the unreal so beautifully, we forget our eternal self. We trade reality for a role player. A mother means pride, the silent separator. You compare degrees, brands, income, lifestyle, and declare yourself better. But pride is a lonely throne. It builds walls, not bridges. The sage bows because he sees every soul is sacred. Matsarya, envy. Your friend signs, and instead of celebrating, you feel smaller. Envy poisons both hearts. Theirs with silence, yours with sorrow. It makes others' success feel like your failure. In today's world, these 6 traits, my friend, are the glorified. If you avoid them, you are called, you are calling you are old-fashioned, you don't know in life how to live. But true intelligence looks for another path. If you are still watching, that means you are already seeking the path of bliss. Sarah found this truth. She didn't become a religious, however, becomes the civilized. She said, I used to think freedom means no rules. Now I know, Sarah is telling, now I know real freedom means the right foundation. I'm not restricted, I'm protected. That's the forgotten freedom. So we need a world where our children know their worth. Before the world tries to sell it back to them, friends, healed people heal people. Connected souls build communities. And it all begins with a simple whisper. I remember who I am. This is, we can remember. I remember who I am. I am not a body. I am carrying my soul, which is eternal. You don't need a perfect past. Just a willing heart. You don't need 1,000 rituals. Just one intention. Let me walk towards the light. Let me say this to you. If no one else ever told you this, please listen. Don't blame anyone. You are not ruined. You are not forgotten. You are not broken beyond repair. You are gold. Just heat it up. It will burn all impurities. And bhakti is your fire. This is a call. This is called a recognition. You are human and holy. You are wounded, though you are gold. Price of the gold, you know, the market price is going up. It never come down. So individual and infinite. So next time the world says to you, just do it, you just whisper. Say, add Krishna. Add consciousness to your actions. And remember, remembrance to your the routines, that is Abhidheya. Not rituals, but lifeline. Not escape, but alignment. The Bhagavad Gita says, of all yogis, the one who worship me with love and devotion is closest to me. Abhidheya means this. I no longer live on autopilot. I rise with purpose. I speak with soul. I act with devotion. It's not about perfection. It's about participation with sincerity. And every step on this sacred bridge is lovingly accepted by Krishna. In our next video, you will come very soon, you will meet a real soul, not a saint, not a scholar, but someone whose life was falling apart until the practice of Abhidheya gave them a reason to breathe again. Not theory, but transformation. Not belief, but behavior. So before we part today, please consider this. Remember Krishna. Or if you don't remember, or accept the default, a free remembership to this material world is free if you don't remember Krishna. The choice is yours. Just add Krishna. Your soul is waiting. Plan wisely. Live intentionally. You are gold. Seek the stamp of the Supreme Authority. I am Charu Chaitanya Das, only the postman delivering the message. As Srila Prabhupada said, let's go back to Godhead. Dear friends, this is not a movement of escape, but a mission of return. Welcome to the path of bliss. We will meet again soon. Until then, Hare Krishna. Wish your safe journey. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,